and welcome in class 9 science chapter 1 matter in our surroundings. In this video I am going to discuss about the different states of matter like solid, liquid and gas. Now there are three different states of matter: solid, liquid and gas, and we will discuss what are the characteristics of these states of matter. And these states of matter arise due to variation in the characteristics of the particles of matter. Clear? First come to the solid state. Examples like pen, book, needle, a piece of wooden stick. Examples of solid state. Now if you observe these examples, then we can say solids have definite shape, distinct boundaries and fixed volumes. Clear? Solids have negligible compressibility. It means we can't compress these solids. Solids have a tendency to maintain their shape when subjected to outside force. That's why we can say these are rigid. Solids may break under force, but it is difficult to change their shape. So we can say they are rigid. These are the some characteristics of solids. But see some examples. A rubber band can change its shape on stretching. Is it a solid? Yes. Rubber band is a solid. It changes shape under force and regains the same shape when the force is removed. This is due to the property of elasticity. Clear? If excessive force is applied, it breaks. Second question is there. When sugar and salt kept in different jars, these take the shape of the jar. Are they solid? Now we are saying, see, if sugar placed in this, then same sugar is transferred to this and same sugar is transferred to this. All these three containers have the different shape. Is it sugar or salt? It's solid. Yes, sugar and salts are solids. Actually, the shape of each individual sugar or salt crystal remains fixed whether we take it in our hand, put it in a plate or in a jar. Clear? Next one is sponge. You are familiar with this. Sponge is a solid, yet we are able to compress it. Is it clear? Now just see, this is the diagram of solid is there, and you are saying that when we press it, and again if we release this, like see, if we release it again regain its shape, then what happens in this case? A sponge has a minute holes in which air is trapped, and when we press it, the air is expelled out and we are able to compress it. Clear? Come to the liquid state. Examples are like water, cooking oil, milk, juice and cold drink. Liquids have no fixed shape but have a fixed volume. Actually, liquids take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. Now just see, in this case some orange juice is there. The volume in all these three containers is same, but shape is, this shape is different, this shape is different and this shape is different. Clear? Again, liquid flow and change shape, so they are not rigid but can be called fluid. Fluid means property to flow. In the liquid state, particles move freely and have greater space between each other as compared to particles in the solid state. Clear? Now come to the gaseous state. Gases have no fixed shape and no fixed volume. Gases are highly compressible as compared to solids and liquids. We are familiar with this LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, or the oxygen supplied to hospitals in cylinders is compressed gas. Clear? In the same way, this is CNG, compressed natural gas is used as fuel these days in vehicles. Due to its high compressibility, large volume of gas can be compressed into a small cylinder and transported easily. Due to high speed of particles and large space between them, gases show the property of diffusing very fast into other gases. We already discussed what is the meaning of diffusion, intermixing into each other. In the gaseous state, the particles move about randomly at high speed. And due to this random moment, the particles hit each other and also the walls of the container. Clear? The pressure exerted by the gas is because of this force exerted by gas particles per unit area on the walls of the container. We can say it is gases exert the force due to this moment or due to this motion. Now, after discussing these three states of matter, we must be able to differentiate between these on the basis of certain characteristics like shape. Solid have definite shape, liquid indefinite, this is indefinite. Volume. Solid have definite volume, liquid have definite volume, gas is indefinite volume. Rigidity. They are rigid. It means when we apply the force, they will not change their shape. They are not rigid, their shape is changed. Again, gas that are not rigid. Fluidity, property of flow. They cannot flow. Liquid can flow and gas can flow. That's why liquid and gas both are collectively known as fluids. Intermolecular force in solid very high. Liquid intermediate between solid and gas, and in case of gas this is very less. Intermolecular space in solid less space, in liquid intermediate between solid and gas, and in gas high space is there. Compressibility, they are incompressible, compressible to a small extent, but liquid are highly compressible. Okay, if you see the arrangement of these particles and their moment, in case of solid is solid, they are fixed occupied. Liquid, they have some random motion, but in case of gas they are freely, large space is there and have the high motion. Clear? These are the comparison between solid, liquid and gas. But nowadays scientists are talking of 5 states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. We already discussed. Now next one is the plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. This is also known as BEC. Now we are having a little information about these two, like plasma. The state consists of super energetic and super excited particles. These particles are in the form of ionized gases. Clear? The fluorescent tube and neon sign bulbs consist of plasma. I think you are familiar with this neon sign bulbs. These are the neon sign boards are also there, and when in night when you go to the market, you can see these. Inside a neon sign bulb there is a neon gas, and inside a fluorescent tube there is a helium gas or some other gas. The gas gets ionized. Now what is the meaning of ionized? That is, they lose the electron and gets charged when electrical energy flows through it. This charging up creates a plasma glowing inside the tube or bulb. The plasma glows with a special color and depending on the nature of gas, which gas we are taking. The sun and the stars glow because of the presence of plasma in them, because in stars and sun temperature is very high. The plasma is created in stars because of very high temperature. Clear? Now next one is this is Bose-Einstein condensate, BEC. In 1920, Indian physicist Satyendra Nath Bose had done some calculations for a 5th state of matter. Clear? And building on his calculation, Albert Einstein predicted a new state of matter, and that is known as Bose-Einstein condensate. BEC is formed by cooling a gas of extremely low density, about 100,000th the density of normal air to super low temperature. Simply we can say plasma exists at a very high temperature and BEC exists at a very super low temperature. Is it clear? These are the photographs of the scientists. This is Satyendra Nath Bose. This is Indian scientist and this is Albert Einstein. Thank you.